get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Damu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking is a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary, a versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up, but took a knife through the game, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the plaques to use the second kind. Straight rappers in retreat like Cobra. 80s they before they like. Up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja turtle back, turtle clans get defeated. Hot in my ride. You can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me. Cause I'm a guy ball. Bad attitude like a rocket. My whole to the A. And I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie.
What's up, what's up, what's up? And coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Max Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And I swear, it's when you running a live show, anything can happen. I literally just swiped the wrong direction, and it completely cut the actual everything off. Everything. I can't even hear. Can y'all hear me? Okay. As long as y'all can hear me, give me a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear. But let's get this thing going today. Will they T'Challa White Tiger? And there's a interesting conversation. Well, there was an interesting article that came over from FandomWire that I'm going to go over with you guys today. Of course, White Tiger is the first Puerto Rican superhero, so we're going to see, because some people were saying, you bet not. You bet not T'Challa, the first Puerto Rican superhero, bet not do it. But where was that energy for Chadwick? That's what I want to get into about it today. We're going to read over the actual article. We're going to get into it. We're going to find out what the hell is going on with this thing. But you already know. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gann over at the Heavy Gann channel. But you already know how I do. The real question is, All right. Let me see who is all in the heezy. What is this? Wednesday? This is Wednesday the 26th. We're almost done with Black History Month. We are almost done with Black History Month. And me, as somebody who studied a lot of Black history, because my channel, I even had a channel, when I had a podcast um on Apple podcasts and Spotify and stuff like that. My biggest thing was teaching Black history and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys know, how the significance of Black history, and that Black history is just not in these 30 days. I mean, or 28, maybe 29 days. But Black history is every single day. So always be knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? Wake up to some of the things that we need to learn about our history, because you'd be so fascinated what you'll learn that we were way before slavery. So anyway, let's get into who's all in the hizzy for shizzy. Malamar was good. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It said another beautiful day of Wakanda. I'm over here in Zamunda. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is you. I cannot believe it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be the guy holding the hat. Roberta, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tracy Woods, good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you guys are up in here. Junior Network is up in here. Good morning. Good morning. Brother Juma is up in here. Good morning. Good morning. Peace and blessings to you, too, my brother. Robin D, the admin, is up in here. Y'all better start giving some shout outs to Robbie D in that little picture, though. Girl. Robbie D, thank you so very much. He's, all the people who's been rocking with me and stuff like that. You guys are so awesome, so amazing, so dedicated. I really appreciate you guys, like, for real, for real. And Robbie D is my admin. You see what she said? Don't forget it's a thumbs up. Just go click right now. Go click the thumbs up button. Do it now. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Why you not? Why you lurking? Come subscribe. Come kick it with the crew. The Sick Horror Kingman, what's up? I love that name. Mika G would absolutely love you. Sheep Animation, they bet not. What's going on? Good morning, Sheep Animation. Good morning. My man Sheed is up in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, and I seen this with a case, so I want to read it. They said, "Come on, Dre. They even mentioned William Hurt. No tribute, no RP in the credits. Just first recast Red Hawk, and her played a bigger role than Chad, who was here before Endgame." And I have said this before. People forget that the main villain of the Incredible Hulk movie was not the Abomination. It was Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. He's the main antagonist. You know what I mean? He's been around. He is a presence. I told y'all what I feel about Nate Moore. I'm not going to reiterate it, but y'all know how I feel about Nate Moore. And again, it's just constant more proof. He didn't even say, man, we appreciate, to our friend William Hurt, nothing. And y'all all seen Brave New World? Nothing. They don't even care. So that should tell you all you need to know. Lana J, good morning. Everybody change their I'm saying PTR. This is not Clubhouse. Changing their profile pics. Look, go ahead, Lana J. Y'all look at all these beautiful people up here. Look good. They look good. I love it. I love seeing these beautiful faces up here. Love it. It said, first Puerto Rican superhero in the MCU. I believe Blue Beetle was the first. Blue Beetle's Mexican, though. And he's a part of, unless if you say of Latin descent that's kind of convoluted. I don't, like I tell a lot of my Dominican brothers, a lot of my Puerto Rican brothers, a lot of my Trinidadian brothers, a lot of my Cuban brothers, you know what I mean? Especially from the islands or any of that. Only thing that's different between me and you is a boat stop and who was driving the boat. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? So, but I get what you're saying. But I believe Blue Beetle is Mexican, and White Tiger is Puerto Rican. So yeah. Terrell also, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. which I want to see if they're going to get into that because there is a female White Tiger too. So let's see. Toria Ray Reloaded. What's good, my guy? My guy, that's my buddy right there. We'll go at each other because we both got big foreheads, but we got a lot on our mind. We got a lot to think about. There is sometimes when we just dream. I'm playing. I'll play. That's my guy though. That's my dude though. Like I said, I can't wait to like I said, plan my trip to CDC. Hopefully, like I said, we could be able to connect and stuff like that while I'm out there for the weekend. So, that's my plan. Or anybody who's out in the DMV, let's get together or something like that. So yeah, most definitely. Dr. James Willis is up here. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. She said negate more. I'm not even about to go in there. Sequoia Feather. Hey, what's good? What's good? It said, talking about not right to recast T'Challa, but no issues recasting General Thunderbolt Ross, who called below average compared to T'Challa. If you look at his overall status in the MCU, they just was introducing T'Challa. T'Challa was in a total of 4 films. Captain America Civil War, Black Panther, Infinity War, which at the end of that he got dusted, and then Endgame, where he came back in the 3rd act of the movie. So yeah. America Chavez is Puerto Rican also, but she's supposed to be a darker Puerto Rican, more Afro-Latina than what they showed on screen. So yeah. Just saying. The way it looks like White Tiger is going to die the same way he did in the comics could be the tragedy that they're talking about. Which you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Sheep Animation. I'm gonna be real with you. I have a real big problem when a person dies in real life and then they not recreate the death, but recreate that same person dying in film. That don't sit right with me. If Marvel does, and that does not. Marvel is going to get everything that they want. You know what I mean? With that, what they asking for, man. I don't play like that. You know what I mean? If I'm in films and I die during this, they did it with Tupac in Gang Related. You know what I mean? He died and got shot in real life. They did that in real life. So, you said Hector is framed, later killed in that Daredevil storyline. Highly possibility he's gone. And I want to see what they say. So let's go ahead. You know how we do. We got to transition over to see what exactly this FandomWire article is really talking about. Let's transition. Let's get into it. Let's find out what's going on. All right, so first Puerto Rican MCU hero, Como de los Reyes, death. Kevin Feige better not give White Tiger the Black Panther treatment after Chadwick Boseman's tragic death. I want to know the questions I want to know about this article, FandomWire, which is written by Ojas, and reviewed by, is these people in that are writing these, are they in America? I'm just curious. I don't really care. It's just the names is making me think they're not in America, but I could be wrong. But my biggest thing is that are they going to mention anything about recast T'Challa? Are they going to mention anything about the significance of a Puerto Rican star, just like the significance of a Black hero, and how Kevin Feige should have never had the character killed off? He should have fought for the character, just like he was fighting to get the X-Men and all this other people in the MCU. So let's see what they're talking about, and let's go. Let's just go from there. All right. Kamara de los Reyes brought White Tiger to life in the MCU, but will Marvel honor his legacy or move on too soon? All right, let's see what they're talking about here. Let's say Kamara de los Reyes portrayed White Tiger, the first Puerto first Puerto Rican superhero in the MCU before his passing in 2023. White Tiger is a historic Latino superhero, and Marvel has an opportunity to keep his legacy alive. I want to say so before I even go. Where was the same energy for T'Challa? I've always said this, that if you do it to T'Challa, what else would you do? Right? If you did it to T'Challa, what else would you do? My other thing also with this is that they know the significance of a Latino superhero, but what about the significance of T'Challa to black people? Since he was the first, first black, first black African superhero in mainstream comics. And I said mainstream because we cannot forget about all Negro comics. So when I'm talking about in mainstream comics, I'm talking about what mainstream white audiences was reading. Whether it was Atlas, whether it was Tommy Comics, whether it was Detective Comics, or Marvel Comics. That's what I mean when I say this. He said his family honored his final role in Daredevil Born Again premiere, celebrating his impact. All right, Marvel fans, let's talk about something important. Comar de los Reyes, the man, the legend, he is playing the first Puerto Rican superhero in the MCU and the first Latino superhero in U.S. comic book history, White Tiger. If that wasn't enough, this was also his final role before his tragic passing in late 2023 after a battle with cancer. This is starting to be a running thing. William Hurt died of cancer. Chadwick died of cancer. Comar de los Reyes died of cancer. You know what I mean? One of them, they completely showed you a funeral on screen. The other guy didn't even get a shout out. He didn't even get a high five. You know what I mean? Which is I'm talking about is William Hurt. What are they going to do with this particular character? Are they going to keep it alive because have the significance of the character for Latino boys and girls? Or what they did with Chadwick and let the legacy die with the character and then have his sister or his son, you know what I'm saying, to be the new White Tiger. Yeah, I'm going there. All right. He was an incredible, talented actor, best known for his roles as Antonio Vega on One Life to Live and for lending his voice to Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 as an unforgettable villain, Roy Menendez. Yeah. All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going because I'm a hold some of the things I'm gonna say to the very end. No, I want to say this. Let me get this out. I don't know if you notice in this, they're really boosting up this character. I mean, this actor. Not saying that he was a bad actor or anything, but when you start looking at the impact that this character has, did he have significant roles where you say, I'm glad that guy's in the MCU because look at the roles in other movies that he has portrayed. You know what I mean? Now, what they're trying to do, what they did with Chadwick is deify him. Chadwick is not a deity. He's not supposed to be held at this so high standard that nobody else touched. At the end of the day, it might sound harsh, but this was their job. And Chadwick did a damn good job on acting because that's his job. Same thing with Komar. This was his job. Even though he didn't have the same type of credits that Chadwick Boseman had, at the end of the day, this is a job. So what I'm saying is he's not above recasting either. Yes, should you honor him? They should have honored William Hurt. They never did. You need to honor they honor Chadwick Boseman in probably the worst way I've ever seen in my whole entire life, where they could have easily Paul Walkered him. Let him go off on some adventures until you find an actor that you feel that could be able to significantly fill that role, and then you bring him back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right? I believe the same thing should happen with Komar. Honestly, let me keep going because I wanted to get that out because it was eating at me. Just the way that you're trying to look at how great he is and all of this. Now, here's the thing. We see now Marvel handle Chadwick Boseman's death by passing down the Black Panther mantle to Shuri instead of recasting T'Challa. While some found that decision was controversial, it was ultimately done out of love and respect for Chadwick's legacy. But we got to ask, is Kevin Feige about to do the same thing with White Tiger? Now, have you also noticed that it said that this was controversial? I always say when articles like this comes out, is controversial, but they did it for the love and respect for Chadwick, though. They did it out of the love and respect instead of recasting because this is a job. If the character is not the actor, they love to respect Chadwick so much. They just had to kill him off and just pass the Black Panther mantle now to his sister. Right? That's what they had to do. But then he said, but we got to ask, is Kevin Feige about to do the same thing with White Tiger? Because now you're about to make it seem like you got a problem. See, it's controversial when it came to the black guy. I keep trying to tell you, every day, these people expose themselves. Every single day, these people in the media expose themselves for the hypocrites that they are. And while you're at it, don't forget to like the to like the video. Don't forget to like the video if you like it what a brother is talking about. But again, these people are hypocrites. You know why they're hypocrites? Because they didn't have that same thing. They was deifying Chadwick Boseman like he walked on water, like he fed the multitudes. It's like nobody. They even brought into and I told you it was propaganda. They even brought into bought into the propaganda that no one else could ever live up to Chadwick Boseman when we got plenty of black actors that could fill that role. Plenty of them. But they bought into the programming so much that they program people writing stories that nobody could be able to live up to the legacy. And they call the decision controversial instead of recasting T'Challa because the character is more important. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know Jiminy crap about because I got to say it like this because Roberta's in here. Because if Roberta wasn't in here, I'd be cussing. Yes, that's right. Cussing. I can't cuss. But I don't know that much about White Tiger, but we're about to pull him up here in a minute. But what I'm saying also is that for y'all in the chat saying there was plenty of people that was that had the mantle of White Tiger. Why can't his sister do it? There's other people. Let's see what they say. I don't want to jump the gun. They could be on my side. White Tiger is too important to lose. Y'all reading what I'm reading, y'all? White Tiger is too important to lose. But they loved and respect Chadwick Boseman so much that they went and killed the character. But White Tiger is way too important to lose. When I tell you, Fatal J, what's up? What's good, Rashad Walker? What's good? All these characters are too important to lose. Not just White Tiger. Because T'Challa was too important to lose. He was supposed to be a mainstay. He was supposed to be the lead, supposed to be a leader or the de facto leader of the event. Remember, they were all saying, well, Chadwick Boseman's portrayal of T'Challa, he was the one who was supposed to lead the Avengers after Tony. He was supposed to be he was supposed to be the leader, right? But kill him off. We got Sam Wilson. Black people like Sam. We like Sam, even though he has the personality of a coconut. We like Sam. I'm Tupac. Yeah, that's Sam. And look here, everybody. I'm Tupac. One of the worst lines I've ever heard in the history of lines in a movie. I wish he would have never said that. Jabari Muhammad, good morning, good morning. But y'all see what I'm saying? White Tiger is too important to lose. All right, let's keep going. Avanya Alaya as White Tiger. It's female White Tiger. All right, let's see what they say. Look, representation in the MCU is still a work in progress. We just got Namor in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and now White Tiger is about to bring some much-needed Puerto Rican pride. Now, we all know that Namor was never Mexican in the comics. He was never considered to be Mexican in the comics. If anything, he was Asian. Now, am I can somebody verify for me? Was Namor Asian or was he Mexican? Put it in the chat. If you watch this on a replay, put it in the comment section. But originally, I swear that Namor looked more Asian than anything. Right? Let's look at this. And I'm not even trying to be funny, right? When I put this up. He's half Irish. All right. Give me just a second. Might have spelled that wrong, but okay. Let me show y'all something. Puerto Ricans make up 9% of the Hispanic population in the United States and 2% of the total population. That makes them the second largest Hispanic group in the country after Mexicans. So, fishing Caucasian. Y'all are dumb for that one. Why am I saying this? Let's compare. They're 2% of the total population. Right? Not saying they don't need to be represented, but what Fatal J is saying has some legs on this, and understand what I'm saying. If they're only 2% of the population, yes, they need to be represented. But if you did a White Tiger movie, how many of them is going to show up and show out for that movie? 5,789,287 Puerto Ricans live here, right? Do you think 5,789,287 Puerto Ricans are going to no, that's in the movies. He's Talocan in the movies. He's not Talocan in Marvel Comics. No, I'm talking about Marvel Comics. But they're not a large population. So trying to cater a movie just to the Puerto Rican population, if they decided to do that, they're not going to make any money. You know what I mean? They did come out for Namor. All right. Now, we're 13% of the total U.S. population, right? It's funny they don't have a digital counter for us. You know what I mean? You see how, remember I just named off? You know what I mean? They ain't got okay. Facts about the U.S. black population. This is in 2023. Estimated 48.3 million people self-identified as black, making up 14.4% of the country's population. That marks a 33% increase. Hey, we growing. We growing, black people. So what I mean by this is there is more black people that showed up for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever than anything. Even Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Get that out of my mouth. But there's more black people that showed up for the Black Panther movie than will ever show up for a White Tiger movie, unfortunately. And he's not that big in the comics to be able to, yes, he's important. All characters are important, but you can't be able to push him and say, well, he's so important that he's even more important than T'Challa. He's not. I'm just being honest. He's not. So that's the part that I always have a problem with. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm getting sidetracked. All right. They said, let's see. This isn't just about another hero in spandex. It's about legacy. White Tiger, a.k.a. Hector Alea, is a historic character. We're talking about a hero who debuted in 1975, making history as the first Latino superhero in mainstream American comics. And after all these years, he's finally making his MCU debut. And now we're worried Marvel might replace Hector with Ava, similar to how Shuri replaced T'Challa. Oh, now y'all got problems. Yeah, I swear we was. Now, if I'm not mistaken, T'Challa, recast T'Challa, folks. I'm just only speaking to the recast T'Challa people. Wasn't people who started the recast T'Challa movement, who was a part of recast T'Challa movement, who advocated, made videos after videos, who went online, made hashtag after hashtag, was saying the same thing, and did Marvel and Disney even try to listen to the fans and keep T'Challa? Nope, they didn't. What did they do, everybody? They gave us a funeral in the next movie. They gave him a funeral in the next movie, and then had black people show up and pay for it. And then when you said anything about Shuri being Black Panther, you was misogynistic. You hate women. You hate black women. You don't want black women to shine. We didn't have no problem with Shuri. We're talking about character development, but you didn't care what we had to say because you had, and this was people who look like us. That's why I said on yesterday that I could be able to fight and say we don't need baddies and all of this stuff that point us in a bad light, and people will fight that look like me tooth and nail over that. At the same token, we're like, T'Challa needs to be represented in the MCU. He needs to be recast. And people who look like me called me misogynistic, say I don't like my black women. I hate women. I don't want to see black women rise. You know what I mean? You must don't like your mother. All of this stuff. But the Puerto Ricans are about to fight for their character because they know how to band together. Y'all not feeling, and it's a shame y'all not feeling me on this though. Because people will still come here and fight tooth and damn nail what we say recast T'Challa. All these black actors, you need to recast T'Challa. The Puerto Ricans gonna band together to keep a superhero that's literally ain't even on the same stratosphere as T'Challa. But they want to see that character go. I bet you if it was an Italian superhero, they will band together and want that character to stay. White characters, they gonna band together anyway because they ain't got to worry about it, because what they gonna do, they gonna make sure that character stays. Unless it's Uncle Ben, his ass is alive. But we were the only ones who fought against each other. The anti-recasters was sitting up there telling us every single thing to shame us and not looking at the bigger picture. Now we got a similar situation with a Puerto Rican character, but the Puerto Ricans gonna band together and get theirs. So that tells you, are y'all really about representation? Like I said yesterday, don't get mad of how we represented in film, because y'all will fight us tooth and nail just to make sure that we got our characters represented the way that they should. y'all would fight us. We ain't trying to fight. Y'all will fight us. And you know who y'all are. You know what? It is crazy because I don't even trip about who rock with who or none of that. I don't give a crap about that. I don't give a crap about, this YouTuber don't like this YouTuber or whatever. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, is our mission to be able to get our character back on screen. Whether you like the next guy or not. That doesn't bother me. I don't care if anybody likes me. I'm not supposed to be liked anyway. The question really is, besides are you ready, is are we banding together despite our differences to make sure the character is stayed on film? That's it. Because like I said, if they did the first black mainstream black superhero like that, what do you think the other fate of other black superheroes are? If you allow them to do that, they would do anything to these characters. They don't care. They don't care if Frank Rambo don't show up with Monica. They won't care about it if you don't fight for this one. They won't care if Luke Cage doesn't show up. They won't care because you won't fight for this one. They won't care if other black superheroes and villains, not showed up on screen. The Deathlocks that I want to kind of see on film. You know what I'm saying? The Misty Knights and all of that. They won't care. They won't do the Ultimates. They won't bring Adam Brashear in. Look at the way that they do in Isaiah Bradley. You're telling me Agatha got a show as a spinoff, and the most impactful character in Falcon and the Winter Soldier was Isaiah Bradley, and you can't give me a special presentation to tell his story. But I got Agatha, though. It was still good, though. Let me shut up. Torian, I see your super chat in here. Thank you so very much for the $20 super chat, my brother. I appreciate it. If White Tiger came out and was a flop, I bet the black community would get blamed, and then they would frame it as, we came and supported Black Panther 1 and 2. Why didn't you show up for us with White Tiger? I honestly, I can't even hate that because I technically agree. I technically agree with that. Unapologetic Simmer, what's up? Let me make sure that we take care of my man or whatever. My man Torian Rain Reloaded. I gotta throw an old school joint back at you.
Just mad cause your ass is old, motherfucker. First thing you do is just pick up the phone.
Sorry, Roberta. I had to throw something old school. I ain't got the edited version. All right. Let's keep going in this here. So we're talking about the first superhero that debuted in 1975, making history as the first Latino superhero in mainstream American comics. And after all these years, he's finally making his MCU debut. Sounds very familiar. And now we're worried Marvel might replace Hector with Ava, similar to how Shuri replaced T'Challa. White Tiger didn't even get a chance to properly hold the torch before we're starting to think about the next generation. I said this about Black Panther. They did the same thing about T'Challa. They did the exact same thing. But where was the Puerto Ricans fighting for T'Challa? Anyway, not saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying this might not be my fight. Marvel has an opportunity to honor Reyes' work and keep White Tiger in the game. Hector Ayala deserves to have his story continue, whether through a recast or some creative storytelling. That is so funny that they said that because we said the same thing and it was considered controversial. Kamara De La Reyes family honored his work at the Daredevil Born Again premiere. Amid all the debates about White Tiger's future, let's take a moment to appreciate Kamara De La Reyes' incredible family. His wife, actress Shuri Som, best known for The Foster and The Good Trouble, and their children attended the Daredevil Born Again premiere, honoring Reyes' final performance. And this is his family. Letting everybody letting everybody know what's going on. You know what? His family. Well, I wondered what his wife said. I wonder what his brother would think. Does he want the character to continue? If they decide to go ahead and exit out White Tiger in this show, What the family say? Well, his brother came out and said he won't, how significant White Tiger is. Would they give him the same T'Challa treatment? What about what his wife thinks? I mean, Chadwick's wife said that, that she knew it was important to try to get into the mess, but he knew that he didn't want T'Challa to be pigeonholed. Did Marvel or Nate Moore listen to them? Even Nate Moore came out and lied about it. I won't say he technically lied. He just fibbed real bad. Let's say that he fibbed. Because they'd be like, allegedly, he said something that, I didn't see come out the mouth of Chadwick Boseman's, wife, is all I'm saying. But we know what his brother said. And did Nate Moore take into consideration his brother, who knew him way more than you guys did? Nope. That's all I'm saying. Reyes was more than just an actor. He was a husband, a father, and an inspiration to so many. His wife and kids proudly carried his memory at the premiere, reminding us all the impact goes beyond the screen. Seeing them there was both heartbreaking and beautiful because, let's be honest, Reyes should have been there himself, basking in the glory, finally bringing the White Tiger to life. Daredevil Born Again will be released on March 4th, 2025. See, nobody shared their thoughts on this. I don't want to, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to sign up just to be able to be like, did y'all have that same energy for Chadwick and for T'Challa? Or did you stay out of your, this is not your business? Just a question. Just a legitimate question. Again, like I said, don't forget to like this. Don't forget to hit the like button. I tried to stop from cussing, but lethal interjection already did it for me. See, this is the thing. If they decide to just recast and go on with the character, again, it will not only further cement the hypocrisy of Marvel, of the MCU, but I will tell you they don't care about, that will furthermore say that they do not care. I'm going to be real. People that look like him, that's, that's a Latin descent, they get a pass because they look damn near white. They kind of get a pass. But if you're darker, kiss your character goodbye. It's a shame because I'm a fan of Marvel. I've been a fan, and I've said this, but if you are new here, just understand I've been a fan of Marvel since I was a little kid. Since I became a fan of Marvel watching the Incredible Hulk show with my uncle. My uncle was a big fan of the Incredible Hulk show. I remember him, talking to me after Bill Bisbee died, who was David Banner in the show, and how actually he was kind of upset. He was a real big fan of Bill Bixby. He was like, man, because that was his show. I still remember in syndication the Spider-Man live action TV show coming on, along with, Wonder Woman, Batman, all of that stuff. That's the TV that I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, like that, but this is syndication. That was my Marvel. Spider-Man and Friends. That was my Marvel. And then growing up and then, getting comics and stuff like that. And, me falling in love with my favorite comic book characters, my favorite characters like Storm, like T'Challa, Deadpool, Logan, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Those were my watching X-Men going. I faithfully will run home to watch the X-Men animated series. You know, when I used to get mad because they'll let me buy like, football cards. I was collecting football cards, but comic books was out the question. So I didn't really get into collecting comic books until I became an adult because, somebody wouldn't let me. I got one comic book and it freaked my auntie out because they were really religious. You know what I mean? It was Spawn I think it's number 19. And that was the first Spawn comic I got. And Spawn blew, I'm talking about a chunk of dude's face missing in that Spawn comic. He ran into one of the military guys who set him up. Blow, right to the face. Drawn by Todd McFarlane. She seen that because I never forget it because I got it in Minnesota because I went to the Mall of America with my cousin. You know what I mean? Spawn is another one. You know what I'm saying? The Wildcats and stuff like that when Jim Lee and all of them moved over to Image Comics. I could go on and on about this. All I'm saying is I'm a fan. It's just disappointing when you got people who don't see the significance of these characters and people who do not buy comics, buy the merch, t-shirts, socks, hoodies, skateboards, all toys. You know what I mean? I just built another shelf over there. You know what I'm saying? With more stuff. You see what I mean? They don't even buy the merch, but they don't buy the comics. They don't buy the series. They don't do any of that. Their graphic novels, they don't spend the money, but want to dictate what a character does on and off screen, or how the character's supposed to be portrayed. And did tell us you can't tell the studio what to do with their character. You can't tell them. It's their character. They can do whatever they please with their character. But then when I say, Sega owns Sonic, and when they came out with that first Sonic trailer and they seen Sonic, remember Ugly Sonic, they hurried up and changed that character and made him look more cute and cuddly. I wonder why. I wonder, did the studio sit back and be like, you know what? I don't think that has, or did the fans backlash, thumbs down that first trailer, and they turned around and said, you know what? Give us a few months. We got y'all. And then turned around and did what was right and recreated the whole entire character from scratch. Just saying. Or the Snyder Cult fans that said, we want the Snyder release. We want Snyder. We want the Snyder. What did they eventually do? During the pandemic, gave you the Snyder cut. Even gave it to you in noir look. But then recast the child is just horrible. I'm just saying. And you're right, Xavier Phoenix. We are the consumers. Would you go to McDonald's? Let me ask anybody in the chat. I don't go to McDonald's anymore, but let's say, for instance, for the sake of argument, you go to old Whack Arnold's, right? You go to Whack Arnold's and you want a Big Mac, right? You want a Big Mac, large fries, and a Coke, right? And they turn around and give you a Caesar salad. You know what I'm saying? Some pecans in a bag, and some coconut milk. Here's your meal, right? Would you not be pissed because that's not what you ordered? Or would you be like, it's McDonald's. They could do whatever they want to. Even though I'm a paying customer, even though I said what I want, they still just gave me something else that I did not ask for. Or would you fight until you got what the hell you ordered? No, in the show is David Banner, not Bruce. Always remember that. In the Incredible Hulk show in the 1970s, his name was David Banner, not Bruce Banner, because CBS, I believe it was CBS, said, and I quote their words, not mine, that they thought Bruce Banner sounded gay. Not my words, their words. Dre, notice most of the fans who made the most noise were white. They listen to them, and you see where I'm headed with this. That's it. That's it. So always remember, fun fact, in the Incredible Hulk show, his name was which is David Banner's the name of his father. But they changed his name from David to Bruce. I mean, from Bruce to David. So, yeah. That's why I said the easiest thing that you could do. I said the best thing, honestly, the best thing that they could that the consumer does is just don't show up. Stop paying the money. Really, I'm trying to tell you the only reason why I'm even participating in this because I've reviewed these shows and I'm trying to see exactly what Marvel is doing. Because a slimmer, and when I tell you is damn near cat hair, a slimmer of hope for Marvel. Slimmer. A slimmer? A simmer of hope? Whatever. A sliver of hope. No, what the hell was I saying? But it's just a little bit. Just a little bit of hope that they could change it. But maybe, just maybe, Kevin Feige might have to do, what Kathleen Kennedy is doing right now. Maybe he had to step down just so this thing could get better.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Tyler J, what's up? What's up? If Puma Lee boycott is in effect for non-supportive companies. My biggest thing, like I said, my biggest thing is you see what they do. It's blatant. Now, and you could call out more if they recast, let's say for the sake of argument, they recast White Tiger and keep the male version going, and they don't pass the mantle down to his sister, right? They don't have him in the wing. Let's say, for instance, we don't know what Daredevil Born Again is going to do. I know the reviews, for I think the first 3 episodes have been amazing. People are talking about, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's awesome, right? Lord, let's see. Let's just see. You said Friday, put your wallet away. What am I missing? What's going on? What's going on Friday? Is a major boycott Friday? What are we boycotting? I just say, I don't argue anymore. If I don't want it, I just turn it off. You know what I could be watching? Knight Rider. It's right behind me. That's what I could be watching. Knight Rider. You know what I'm saying? So I could just see Garth with an E, you know what I'm saying, destroy Michael and Kit over and over and over again and enjoy it. So, what do we boycott? Before I go, what is actually being boycotted? Why is it a boycott? Let me ask you this. Why is it a boycott? Put it in the comment section real quick so I can get you guys up out of here. It's Wednesday, y'all. And I got to take me a nap. I got to lift. I got to go in there and lift. You know what I'm saying? Take a shower and nap. You know what I'm saying? Because people, you know what I'm saying, try to get these guns bigger. I've been watching. Did you see? I would just let y'all know. I hit up Jay. Jay's real busy right now. But I said, major boycott on all companies, DEI. All right. And then I got to go make sure I get my, I got to make sure that I get my fruit and all of that before Friday. All companies, because, I ain't going to lie, the flu games come out. And that's a black-owned company. Black man, Michael Jordan. I'm just saying, can I buy the flu games? No, that's this week. Okay, that's I'll play it. No, I'm going to go buy them shoes. Oh, last day of Black History Month. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So major boycott of all companies, DEI. Got you. All right. What I was about to say. All right, let me get you guys up out of here. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been coming in. You guys got the chat. We got new people in the chat every morning, 7:30 in the morning. If I'm late, you already know why. He said, patronize black business, black owned. Got you. We support all black companies. But I do like when I see the new people coming in here. I appreciate you guys' conversation. Even if I disagree or I agree, I thank you guys for the conversation because you guys in the chat make this thing happen. And if you want to, you can always be a member. All you got to do is hit the join button when you go over to my page. Join to be a member. You know what I mean? He said, "What you say, Derek Edwards? Your sound." I'm sorry, it stopped my track because it said your sound. Am I all right? Do I sound all right? But yeah, you guys, y'all guys make sure that you know that I'm good, and I appreciate you guys. You guys support all of that. You know, the guys who are members that come in here every day. You know what I'm saying? Every 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. I appreciate y'all. If you do want to be a member, it's number $3. $3 to be a member of the crew. Anytime I do a video, you will always get that video first. Dr. Carpy, what's up? You know what I mean? You will always get that first. You will always get all the videos first. You know what I mean? So all videos is first if you become a member. You know what I mean? Once we get some time, everything kind of slows back down. We'll get back. And I know y'all. I can't do Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. I'm way too tired in the morning to do that unless we do it early. I can't do it at that time. I'm just way entirely too tired to do it at that time. But me and Mika did talk about doing watch parties again. So we're going to set up a time. Maybe it's Mondays. We'll find out. But yes, most definitely we are doing watch parties again. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power, y'all. Enjoy your guys' Wednesday. Where's my outro at? Look here. Let's be real. You already know. I gotta go.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.